She's back. Let's see if we can get her on. Do you have a mic?
Yes, I do.
Beautiful.
I was a little shy. I actually listened to your show. I'm not here to disagree at all because I do agree with you um, with a lot of points. But what I meant to say is when I said alpha, I meant by the female's profession. Because let me give you an example, Rich. I went to a speed dating event and there was one gentleman I really liked. Um, he started to ask me about what do I do and so on. So I'm currently applying for the medical residency. Well, his face changed. I tried to be very agreeable, very nice. I saw he was very interested and he looked my way and looked my way all night. So when I came home, I did the match. He never matched me. And so this isn't the first time it's happened. And I noticed that I tend to attract more beta than alpha. And I don't understand because I do get compliments.
That's because opposites attract. What do you do
But
for a living? You're in the
I'm,
medical field?
yes, physician,
Okay. And how old are you?
34.
Okay, so you make decent money. And where do you live? In a big city, I'm assuming.
And no, suburban.
Can you tell me where or region? I know you want to be like
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
I I I I I I have gotten, compliments that I'm feminine and all of these things.
Well, I
And
mean, you sound feminine on the air, with the vocal tone, tonality. You're very soft. You're definitely feminine sounding, but you're rubbing the guys the wrong way if they're not like the thing about women that women fail to understand in today's modern world. And a lot of women that watch my stuff is men don't view women like we don't care about your degrees. We don't care about what you do for a living. Men look at women as beauty objects, and that pisses women off still. They don't want to be viewed as a sex object or a
oh, it
beauty
does
object.
not upset me. It doesn't upset me. I
Are you
understand.
are you a feminine woman though?
I don't know. I do consider I do consider that, yes. I can have both traits, but I
Mm.
can give way if that's what he likes, then sure, I went out with a guy for a couple of weeks. He said I really likes the way I dress. So I went to the store to buy more feminine things.
Hmm.
And then he ghosts me for 3 days. And I don't like that type of stuff.
You don't like being ghosted for 3 days. Why?
Well, I'm a consistent person. I'm reliable. I've been told that it's very easy to communicate with me, and I
Mm.
expect the same.
See,
I,
but that's a demanding trait. Like I expect you to when I do this, and you get back to me within this certain time frame, right? But you're not in a position to do that, right?
but if you like a woman, listen, if I like a man, I text every day. I don't bombard, but
No, I
I
understand that, but I mean, you're
put in
saying you
the
want a
effort.
strong, virtuous alpha male, and the last thing a strong, virtuous alpha male wants is some chick telling him, if you don't get back to me within a reasonable period of time, then insert whatever, right? Like I'm not interested or I have expectations. It's like guys that are on a purpose, guys that are strong, virtuous alpha males are going to text you or message you when they want it. And at the end of the day, if they don't message you, it's because they're not interested. It's because they have a better option. Something else came up. Maybe another girl is more interesting, to them. How tall are you?
I am 5'5". I
And
am 128
okay.
pounds. I consider myself, of course, I'm not a supermodel.
Hmm.
I'm realistic.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go in the cam, but I'm too shy.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
look, the entire world's watching right now. Like they want to know what you look like. The live, the chat's going to be like, well, what does she look like, sort of thing. But I get that you want the privacy, but I'm already hearing like things that I don't like as a guy when it comes to these dynamics, because when you're using terms like alpha female, it's almost always connected to a woman that's bossy, disagreeable, arrogant, demanding. Um, like if a guy likes you, trust me, if a guy likes you, he will contact you. If a guy digs
every
your
day.
vibe, maybe not every day, maybe every other day, maybe every third day, but if he's contacting you, if he's inviting you to go out, inviting you to do things, showing you off to his friends' events, he's using you as arm candy. He obviously likes, if he's, if he wants to be intimate with you, if he makes advances on you, right? Making, setting like guidelines, like if I don't get a text back within 2 or 3 days and that doesn't meet my expectations and that's not good enough, sort of thing. So what? Right? Like he's not going to operate on your agenda. You have to remember these alpha males, they're doing shit with their life. They're not going to have somebody like tell them, like you have to kowtow to their schedule or their whatever. And that's something that women have a hard time getting through their heads and understanding, is that you can't boss these guys around. You have to let them be, and you have to want to compliment, their lives, if you know what I'm saying. Right. And that's going to be tough because, look, I mean, my doctor's a female, and she stresses me the fuck out sitting down with her for like 20 minutes because she's always ripping through stuff. And I saw her at the grocery store one time with her husband, and I felt sorry for the guy. Like these professional women, they're not attractive to me whatsoever. And a lot of guys feel the same way. I got a lot of guys in my community. There's hundreds of guys. A lot of them are top shelf men, better looking than me, with more money than me. And they all say virtually the same thing. They don't want to be dragged around or bossed around by, they don't care about your doctorate. They don't care about your degree. It doesn't matter how many of them you have framed in the nicest mahogany in the world. It doesn't matter to them. Is she kind? Is she nice? Is she beautiful? Is she sexy? Is she good in the bedroom? Does she cook? Does she compliment my life? That's what guys are looking for.
Well, I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with it, but I like a certain alpha. I feel like the betas just kind of like are moths to me.
Well, the
Uh,
problem is that a lot of women have their expectations tarnished because there's more beta males out there. About 80 to 90% of the population will text you every day. Good morning, beautiful. Good night, sexy. I can't wait to see you. They'll just blow up your phone with all their dumb shit, right? But it's because they have nothing better going on. And that's why you're not attracted to them. So you're saying that most of the guys you're dealing with are beta males, but when the nice looking virtuous alpha male that you want to be with takes 3 days to get back to you, then that pisses you off because it crosses some boundary that you've set there, right? You got to, like, guys like this, you have to enter their frame. You have to be willing to enter their frame.
well, I understand, but he was telling me he likes to be chivalrous. He likes to be old school. He was contacting me every day, and then he kind of stopped. So I don't understand. If I was honest. I put in
Mhm.
the effort. I expressed my feelings.
Mhm.
So I'm not
How old was he?
bombarding him. 41.
Okay. And did he have kids? Was he divorced? Was he looking
No,
for family? Like, what's his deal?
never married, no children. I never got to fully know all of his deal. I believe, maybe I presume that there might have been somebody on the side.
I guarantee there was. How many times did you guys go out on dates?
About 5 times.
Look, there's no single women either, sweetheart. Right? Like, women are talking to a lot of guys too,
Well, listen,
and guys know that.
when I like somebody, I cut it out. So I just I
So,
understand your.
I mean, like a 41-year-old, successful guy can date down to early 20s up to his age if he wants, right? And if
Right.
he's got great things going on in his world and he's successful and he has options, like, you're kind of a hard sell versus a younger, hotter model, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to say this, Rich. I later on I found out that he was with a woman, and she was a lot heavier than me.
Maybe he likes fat chicks.
So I don't really, a lot heavier than me, and I don't know what she did for a living, but I'm certain she was not a physician.
Mhm. Well, I know, but you're still putting merit on the whole physician thing. Guys don't care about that. The only guys that care about your job and your level of income and your level of success and your degrees are the dorks, the beta males that you don't want, because these guys think, well, I'm an engineer, she's a physician. If we get married, we can combine our lives, and we can now buy a 4,000 square foot house and have two cars, and we'll share everything, right? But that's not usually how it ends up going down. For you, you just don't have interest in guys like that. It's just look, you're at a like the women in your sphere of life, and I don't know what you look like, and that's a big part of it, right? So this is difficult for me to deal with. But the 36-year-old professional alpha females looking for the alpha male always have a hard time understanding that they have to enter his frame, complement his life, and get through their heads that they are a beauty object to the guy. They're not looking at you as, let's be equals, let's do stuff like that. And as far as the dude and as far as the girl that he chose over you, the heavier one, what else is there to the story? I mean, if a guy picks a heavier girl over a thinner, fitter girl, if that's me, and I mean, like, you guys in the comments, tell me right now, there's something wrong with you, because I would never pick a heavier girl over an attractive, fit girl. Most guys wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't have an issue getting dates. I'm not trying to be defensive. I think, I don't know. I think there was some insecurity on his part,
Let's do
to be
this.
to be frank.
Let's do this. The guys in the chat are finding this a little bit tedious at this point. The thing that's missing here is a face-to-face. I do private consults. The links are always pinned in the top comment. You shouldn't have a problem because you do well in life because you're a doctor. Why don't you book me for a private consult? We'll have a conversation. I'll help you out. Okay.
All right, I'll think about that. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. She won't do it. Hey guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that short clip. If you did, consider supporting the creation of content by checking out my supplement line. Pinned in the top comment below of this video in the comments, there's a link to the unpluggedalpha.com/shop. When you click through, you'll be able to land over here, and the entire lineup is broken down by category that it performs best in: estrogen metabolism, fat burning, your foundational essentials for health, immune health, performance, and testosterone support. If you check out with coupon code ALPHA10, you'll get 10% off on your first order. There's also the option to use the subscribe and save model, where regular shipments will be sent over to you on a regular basis, and that gives you a little bit of a discount, and your supplement facts are always broken down over here. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And again, check out that link. It's pinned in the top comment below in this video. Peace out.